libraries, microfilm, something like that. Have any of you ever used microfiche or microfilm? No, not the old people. Like me. Yeah, I thought so. But I just want to take a couple of minutes before we get to awards to say a couple of comments, to make a couple of comments about what Topeka High, and more importantly, what Pam McComas means to me, and what this activity means to me. I will tell each of you, and you may or may not believe this today, but what you are doing today is the absolute most important endeavor you will ever undertake in your academic careers. Debate forensics are the very reason that I'm standing here today, and I do what I do today, and I've been successful in business. Because it pushes you to think, it challenges your belief systems, it makes you think and respond critically, and it teaches you to communicate. I saw 3 rounds of exceptional speakers today, plus a final round of terrific informative. And all of you have worked very hard. But more importantly, when you leave this activity, you will take what you have learned, you'll take what you have worked for, and you'll take the experiences that you have had, not only to college and beyond, but the friendships, if you look to your left and your right, are friendships that I promise you will endure through college, through departures, through leaving and coming back, and all of that, and you look back like I did 34 years ago in high school, you will think to yourself, like I did today when I sat down in my first round on the 3rd floor, you will think to yourself, wow. Let me tell you for a minute, address for a minute why Pam is so important to me. And I will tell you that not only was this activity the most important thing that really came down the academic path for me, and I went on to Topeka College as well, but the single most important person who helped shape who I am today in the academic community was Pam McComas. She was first and foremost my debate coach, but she was a mentor. She still is a mentor. She's a dear friend of mine. She was a confidant at times when I really needed a confidant. She was a protector, like the time I stole the principal's car and she shielded me from him. And more importantly, she's a true lifelong friend. And for that, I thank you very much. Well, advance 34 years, and the internet is alive and well, as is this thing called Facebook, which seems to be the most ubiquitous thing in my life. And so this morning, Pam, I just want to share with you what a 50-something old guy posted on Facebook. I'm delighted to be sitting in a classroom at my high school listening to current students talk to me about the world. The plethora of great memories of speech and debate are running through my mind, as are the incredible, durable friendships that were created. I am incredibly glad and honored to be back for Pam McComas' last tournament as the Topeka High School speech and debate coach. Little did I know the first day I walked into room 319, now room 103, for debate class in 1980, the impact that Pam and debate would have on my life. I am so glad to be here. I usually get about 5 or 6 likes. I got 159 likes to that post. And I want to read to you a couple of comments that were sent by some of your former students who aren't here today but wish they could be, and some of your former competitors. I'll say the gathering sentence aloud. Kathy Kinley, say hello, wonderfully said, Pam is a gem. Dan Crow, who was here last night, Pam McComas has made a huge impact on many, many students at Topeka High School. Thanks, Chris, for your comments about her. Pam is truly very special. Ron Ketter, say hi and give her a hug for me. Although I was there before Pam, Pam was the coach. That really brings back lots of memories for her. And Pam's support in sending Ketter and Ragsdale to Emporia State University round robin made all the difference in the world for my life. Angie Wood, say hello to her in the Blue Valley coach. Keep happy. And then finally, Mark Rapp, who's a dear friend and former faculty member here. Did you visit 319 while you're here? Looks a bit different now. But anyway, all of those people are people that some before me, many after me, who remember Pam just the way I do, and are sad but understandable as to why you're hanging up. I don't think that any of us, whether it's Pam's first team she took to national people like David Kinzinger and the people who are going from the past several years to nationals, I don't think any of us would deny that Pam was one of the, if not the most influential person in our lives, especially academically, and some of us even more than that. Dustin, you have big shoes to fill, probably bigger shoes than the coach who followed John Wooden at UCLA. Pam McComas is a legend. She's a genius in developing a program at a public school in a small town like Topeka, Kansas, that competed on the national stage now for over 35 years. You'll be missed. You'll always be loved. And thank you for everything you did for me.